Welcome, guys. This is a pretty pivotal moment today for Bondex, and we're joined by Bondex CEO Ignacio Palomera. Ignacio, there's a big announcement today. What is it?
Well, hello, everyone. And for those of you that don't know, Bondex is the Web3 professional network disrupting the talent markets by democratizing access to talent and opportunities. So the big announcement is that our registrations are open for the Coinless Launchpad, pre-sale starting right now.
And what's some of the kind of momentum that's kind of brought us to this point of doing a Coinless launch?
So after 2.5 years of building and traction, users, community market fit, and now recently releasing our job portal with a recruit to earn protocol, the Coinless team gave us a shot at doing a marketing campaign with them, which was our first ever external campaign. It went very well, and it showed that the Coinless audience was a good match to our audience, which essentially is anyone interested in Web3, getting careers, jobs, anyone that's curious about Web3, from a full crypto native to someone that's just starting in the industry. We really embark on a big market here. And they saw the potential of doing a Coinless, and they were impressed by the fact that we kept building throughout the bear market and building a real world use case with a solid and great product that's out there working in the market.
And just practically, you touched on it at the start, but just can you walk me through the step-by-step of kind of how someone would actually register and even make a purchase of these kind of tokens?
So the registration will open on the 21st of March, and you have to have a CoinList account. If you're new to CoinList, I suggest that you go through the onboarding, including performing the KYC, which could take up to 24 hours for approval. And the registration or the sale will then take place from the 27th to the 29th. All purchase submissions are open for those 24 hours. And then there's an allocation selection or a lottery. And successful applicants will be randomly chosen after that 48-hour window from the 27th to the 29th. And the average ticket size will be between $50 and $500. And if you were unselected for the allocation, then you will be refunded those tokens. But don't you worry, we will be in a few centralized exchanges a few months after that, and you will get another chance to get in early on the Talent Revolution and Bondex.
I like that bit of early alpha. Can you just walk me through? So why doesn't everyone who applies for the Bondex token, why is there a random selection? Like, why have we done that?
It's not something that we thought, but we do it with Coinless in a randomized way. To be fair, not everyone, right? There's not a limited allocation. There's a certain amount or a percentage amount of allocation that we can do to the public sale. And it is very likely that there will be way more demand than supply on that token. So the most fair way to then distribute those tokens is through that lottery system, essentially.
And have we had any indication around that level of demand that we might expect?
That's something that, we will only find out once we actually execute the sale. But we're very excited. CoinList has been honestly killing it this year with all the launches that they've been doing. They've been selling out sales in a matter of minutes and breaking records. And I'm very optimistic about, how the audience will perceive Bondex and a real world use case. I think we really stand out compared to other projects. And I'm very, very excited about our chances and doing our pre-sale with them.
So just run me through. I've registered for KYC. I've actually gone through the whole registration process. I've been successful with tokens being allocated to me. What happens then? I get an email or something, I would assume. What happens after the point I'm told, hey, you're successful?
So the tokens, we will send the public sale allocation to a custodian that will be very safe, one of the top providers in the space with Coinless. Then they will distribute the tokens through email and then into your Coinless account. And then there will be the smart contract that will allow certain vesting lockups and unlocking to then allow you to start trading the token right away. Or what I would suggest is to keep it for the long term. I'm very biased, obviously. But yeah, that's how the process will work. You will be notified by email. Then your funds that you've deposited would be taken and exchanged for those tokens right into your Coinless account.
Amazing. And just walk me through, what is vesting? Let's just be as rudimental as that.
So you need to have a good balance of cliffs and logs and vesting and all these methods at the end of the day. Just make it so that a chart or, the token value is not too volatile. You don't want a pump that is too strong. You want to prevent dumping. You want to capture as much value as possible in a sustainable way so that then the project can have price discovery and we can deliver on our milestones, services, traction, keep growing and building and delivering sustainable value to the token. Otherwise, the volatility could really, take away from really the tangible value of a project if not managed correctly. That's why the vesting is important and the vesting is in place just to prevent again, any of that volatility, and to allow everyone to extract value or trade the token in essentially in certain amount of doses versus all at once.
And what about the future of Bondex? Can you talk me through anything on the roadmap that you're excited about? Where is this whole project heading?
So right now, the way to think about it is that we have a mobile app that is a professional network, and we have a job portal that is a talent marketplace. And it is all underpinned by, tokenized infrastructure that is by our bond points, our premium currency like a video game, and now the listed token that is going to accrue the value redistribution from the revenues. But these are just proofs of concept that we've demonstrated with a case study of talent. At the end of the day, what we're building is the first mass adopted social and professional network in Web3. And once we have all of those users, like that we already have in the millions, but we are really going to go into exponential network effects, especially with the help of, I believe, the token incentives, and trading. That's really going to get a lot of exposure for us, as well as our KOL promotions are planned, a lot of things. We've kind of been under the radar in a strategic way, and now we're about to be on the map. And I believe it's going to equal a lot of growth and being the market leading consumer app in Web3 and social professional network. And once you have that, then sky's the limit, right? You can insert DeFi, you can insert more networking features, you can insert payroll in the future and go into other HR functions. You can go more social with chat. Sky's the limit. Once you have the aggregation of users and Web3 users, and also enable non-Web3 users to be onboarded onto our Web3 platform for the first time, we're going to really build something special here. So be excited.
Ignacio, that's great. Is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I want to thank our community and users for believing us from the start, from when we first launched our beta mobile app to see if people would be interested in a Web3 professional network. I want to thank, the Bondex team who's been hard building through no matter the market conditions, through the build market, to build exceptional products that our clients and our users love. And overall, I'm just excited to really enable this paradigm shift and finally empower users and talent to take ownership of their data, to take ownership of their digital lives and identities, and really kind of stand up to all these bullies and data monopolies that we have with the Web2 alternatives that we use today. So I'm just excited, and I want to thank everyone that made it possible so far, and obviously also CoinList for giving us this shot and this opportunity. It's going to be one hell of a pre-sale. See you all then.